Welcome. Welcome back. I am truly grateful that you are here. I salute the divinity in you that has brought you to this video. I got a very strong message this morning, and here we go. Since you clicked on this video, Mother, Father, Creator within you wants you to know, wants to introduce a new understanding about anxiety. I'm Manè, and for the last 8 years, I have been studying, practicing, applying, integrating metaphysical thought, new thought, spirituality, the laws of the universe, astrology, um, human understanding, emotions, quantum leaps, you name it, for the last 8 years. And I'm not going to get into the whole story. Comment if you want it, if you want that. My anxiety journey. But at the end of 2018, 2019 is when I got my induction. When I was, that's when I was first experiencing high levels of anxiety. And I want to be sensitive. If you are, I don't know where you are. I don't know where Spirit is placing this in your journey. I only know that it serves you, that it will serve you in some kind of way. So stay with me. At the end of 2018, 2019 is when I had my first panic attack, anxiety attack. And I didn't know what it was, even though I grew up in, I don't have mixed feelings about my childhood. I know that it was both things. I know that it wasn't the ideal, and also that it was. I know that it all serves in who I am today. So I don't have negative emotional attachments to my upbringing anymore. But it was a very, some would say, traumatizing, some would say, um, bad. Um, you know, there's a lot of abuse, a lot of criticism. There's a lot. But there were also good moments. So I bring that up to say that my childhood had the fixins to have already been, you know what I mean, the perfect ingredients for the cocktail of anxiety. That didn't happen. When I experienced anxiety in 2018, 2019, I did not know what it was. Like, yeah, I've heard the word, but I didn't know it from lived experience. And so when it was happening to me, I thought I was dying. Okay. Um, and it just seemed like it just caught me off guard. And at the time, I was royally disappointed, um, because I was on this law of attraction manifestation, you know what I mean? Um, Developing myself and all those things. And so it just kind of was like, what the F? Like, my life is supposed to be getting better only because I'm, saturating my mind with affirmations. I'm aspiring to be a better person, to have more. Okay, so it seemed very inappropriate, but there we were. there I was having that, and you know what I mean, having to learn what it was, and to kind of just in the beginning, right? I was trying to get rid of it. Hello. I was doing all the things, you know what I mean, watching all the videos, really trying to, I, I wouldn't say I wasn't trying to manage it because I wanted it gone. So it wasn't like, okay, there's this, you know, now I have this beauty mark, and, you know, in this, in this, you know, on my face where I don't want it. And now I have to figure out how to no, this was like, I want you gone. All right. And so, yeah, I bring all that up to say, I'm there. I understand. I understand. Um, and you know, you move through the process. Once you get past this, I need to get rid of it. You come into acceptance and kind of a deeper understanding of it. And then there's this kind of, at some point, you realize that it's not the enemy. So the message that I got today that I wanted to share, that you may need to hear, is that anxiety is a gift. It's more than a gift. And I want you to make a note of where you are in your body when you hear something like that. What's the reaction in your body? Well, good news is, if that doesn't bring you relief, me saying that, this is where you're headed. Where you look at it, it's definitely a possibility. I'm just going to do one tip right now. If anxiety or depression or something mental has is your primary focus right now, all you got to do, the one thing you should do, and be consistent with this and have this with you every day, is understand that you can choose to be rid of it. And I roll my eyes as I say that, because it's not actually something you're going to be rid of. Um, all right, I'm going to keep on going with the message, but hold on to, just decide for yourself that you're not going to be a slave to that state forever. Say, I don't care. I don't care. Some people, I know, I've seen videos of people who say that they have it forever and they've just kind of made their peace with it, that it's going to be with them forever. And you could do that. There are people who decide that they're going to live with, you know, certain illnesses, and just manage it. You're right. Diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, you can manage it. Or there's another thing. So for me, I got things to do. I got children to raise. This is not about to have me, and I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to see the other side of this and just have that with you. Back to anxiety as a gift. It actually is an invitation for integration. Okay? When you are inside of that space that is getting smaller by the second, okay? If you are there right now, I demand that all of the love and the light in the world fill you up, cover you, protect your mind, protect your heart. I wash over you calmness, peace, and the solution is underway. Because to be inside of that. If you are there right now, I'm just going to address it. If you are inside of that space, trying to get out, okay? Try your very best to separate. Become the awareness. Try to position yourself as just a witness to whatever is going on in your body. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to remind you that you are safe. You know you're safe because you're listening to this. So you're safe, okay? I'm going to keep on going with the message. Do what you need to do and keep on going. When you are inside that space, all of your being, primarily your unconscious mind, your body, your nervous system, is asking, what do we do here? What do we do right here in this moment? Whatever is going on, okay? Maybe you're just caught up in a loop of overthinking, or maybe it's a situation, okay? Whatever it is, your body, your system is looking to you for an answer, okay? You're also inside that space. You are also, and you may or may not be aware of this, but you're more than likely feeling less than capable, feeling less than this moment, feeling like something is greater than you, okay? You're just not, you might not be acknowledging your influence, your power that you actually have over this situation. Anxiety can be looked at as inconvenient or scary or a signal to move away from or to run away from. It could be that that's certainly how I was looking at it. But the shift is seeing it as the opportunity for integration. Who do you say that I am? Who am I in this situation? How do I handle this situation? What can I do about it? Is this safe? I'm going to take this metaphor, which I'm sure you've heard before, of a ship at sea with a bunch of crew members and a captain, okay? When we're in that space that is getting smaller by the second, it feels like there's a storm raging on, and it's your first day as a crew member. That's the illusion. It's not your first day. It's not your first storm. But we get so caught up and attached to that role of being a newbie crew member that we forget our greatness. And you think that I would say, you're the captain. Mm-mm. You're the whole thing. In reality, the truth about it is you're the whole thing. You are the storm. You are all of these things. But bringing it back to what's actually happening is you're getting an update. This is an opportunity for you to update something about your identity, maybe your personality. Okay? If you see it as this, if you ground yourself, if you're calm and you see it like this is just an update because I need to, you know what I mean? I've got conflicting beliefs right here in this particular point or this particular situation. So let's say you're in a loop of overthinking. Okay? What's happening is you're in it's my first day and I went through the training, but I've never, okay, I've never actually done this before, and that's just not true. More than likely, it's not true. It's not your first storm. It's not your first day. Okay. And so if you remember, make yourself remember. Okay. If you don't know it, that you're powerful, that you are greater than this, then that you are greater than those anxious moments or experiences, that those things are passing, but you will be there when it's all said and done. That you will be there. And you have evidence, the history to back it up, more than likely. Okay? If you can't know that, then believe that. Believe that is similar to knowing, but still has emotions in it. It's not as grounded and as secure, self-sustaining as knowing, but believing will work too. And if you don't know it and you don't believe it, then just say it. That's where you want to go. Just throw the destination out there. Just be okay with not knowing how you're gonna get there. You know what I mean? But just say, you know what? I know because Monty told me. I know because my higher self told me. I know because whoever told you, right? I told me. I know that I am greater than this. I don't feel like it right now, but I am not my feelings. I'm not thinking these kind of thoughts right now, but I'm more than my thoughts. I am getting out of this. I am moving away from this. I am integrating what needs to be integrated right now. And that is where I'm going. Okay. So if you don't know it, you don't believe it, just set the intention then. Okay. That you are powerful, that you are greater. Instead of being like, why is this happening? This is such an inconvenient thing. I wish it wasn't here. Okay. uh, I truly believe that if you have anxiety and things like that, what it really is that um, you're no longer, it's not time for you to push away your thoughts and your feelings anymore. You've done enough of that. And now there's some things, you know what I mean? Especially if you're holding higher beliefs about yourself, some stuff got to be moved. You got to move some things. Some things got to be moved around, changed. Old beliefs, old ideas aren't working. They're conflicting with your new ones. And so it's the shaking up. Okay? It's the shaking up for your benefit. Because you say you want to be this or that or have this or that. How do you think that you are going to be able to hold it? You know? And I understand because I was there where it's like, no, I just want to move away from this. I just don't want this to be here. Yeah, and then when you're all calm, you're like, I want to have this, I want to have that, I want to be this, I want to be that. But it's like the old system can't hold that. So it's an opportunity, it's a gift, it's an opportunity for integration. When or if you're in that space, look at it as this is just an update. This is a system update. The fears are rising to the surface, and I don't actually have to do anything. I can be aware of it. I know it feels uncomfortable, but I know that it is for a greater purpose. Um, and so I'm gonna just be aware and remember to be kind and do everything I can to not attach to the story. I'm really just watching shadows, like you know, shadows like doing their thing, and then you know, call on whoever you call on, ancestors, angels, spirit guides, God, I am, whatever, however you identify, call on them to just keep you in the center, eye of the storm. This too shall pass. I know that this is an update. I'm integrating. I may not feel it right now inside my body. It feels tense or hectic or however it feels uncomfortable. But this is who I am, this is where I'm going, this is what I choose. Everything is helping me to achieve this. All of the other crew members on my ship are looking to me as captain to be able to decide, who am I in this moment? How do I operate? How do I think? How do I move forward? And sometimes you just gotta lay down on the grass. Sometimes you just gotta sit. Sometimes, yeah, you gotta cut all the outside noise and everything, turn down the lights and stuff like that. But an update is happening. You're being upgraded. And then you're not now, we're not attaching to the story of, I have this problem and it's going to be going on forever and it comes at the worst times. Like, no, it's something that you invite, something that you um, expect and accept as you are becoming this new, beautiful version of you. I want to thank you so much for sitting with me. I want to thank you for your presence. Share in the comments your stories, how this message resonates with you. If it's on your heart, you want to support this channel, you know exactly what to do. Check out the description, check out other videos, all of the things. I want to end this by saying that you are absolutely not alone and you're doing a wonderful job. You're doing a wonderful job. You're doing better than you think you are. And come back. I'll see you soon.